we've got more movie poster magnets. Let's see what we got for the MBX Theater this time. This is going to be a good lot. What do we have here first? 1985 Godzilla movie poster. This was kind of the kickoff for the Heisei era, kind of the second wave of Godzilla films after the originals. They kind of just took the first from 1954 and just kind of went from that one, kind of as a reboot. It's one of the first reboots, in a way, of like a big film series that that you see now. You see the long series. So he had weird eyes in this one. He had like the whites in the eyes. It was a little different look, kind of matched the original with the eyes, but good movie, good series of movies for Godzilla especially. It's a little more concise than the craziness of the original run, or kind of the over craziness of the 2000s and such Godzilla movies. And of course the sequel to that one is Godzilla vs. Biollante. There we have the Japanese poster for that one. We just recently did a little watch through of all these, and I wanted to get the posters of them. I just display these on my refrigerator, but I use them of course on my little set here, kind of represent what movies or the era I'm talking about on different videos. Yeah, it's a good one. I just hadn't seen them in a long time and maybe only kind of watched them on TV. I didn't quite piece them all together, and this one, it plays out different than you would think. Worth a watch if you've never seen, for sure. All these series. Might as well do these in order here, then we'll skip to 1991, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. Another one that does not play out how I thought it would, or how I remembered it exactly, but part of this series. There's the Japanese poster. Of course, you might know this monster from the more recent Godzilla movie, King of the Monsters. Same creature. Again, this would be the third movie in the Heisei era, so I wanted that one. Of course, we'll keep going there with Godzilla vs. Mothra was the next in the series. So this was the same Godzilla, and then there was maybe one psychic girl character that was in all these, except for the 1985 one she wasn't in. But from Biollante up to this one till the end, Miki is kind of your running character through all these. Didn't really have a lot of reoccurring characters in Godzilla movies, so it was always kind of a fresh lot of people dealing with the crisis. So that was good. I mean, an American-style movie you would definitely want the actors coming back. Really like the art, although it makes Mothra look absolutely gigantic in this poster, but looks great. And that one was followed by Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, even though it's the only Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla movie in this Heisei era series. I think it was just called 2 because in the US there would have been a Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla movie already out, like from way back in the 60s, 70s time. I don't know if they were just trying to not have a double title in the US releases or what the deal was, but I actually really like this one just because you have the Rodan in there, and Mechagodzilla is kind of a big time character in that. I just kind of liked how this one played out. It was kind of like, I mean, in the other ones, Godzilla's like mostly the problem, and this one you kind of start seeing the turnaround where kind of question if Godzilla's the problem or if the people are the problem. Makes it a little more obvious in this one, so I kind of like the struggle in this one. But again, cool poster art. And then Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, the next in the series. This is one I just always saw pictures and saw the toys of, but I could never watch it as a kid. I don't know. I think maybe it just didn't have a release here, or something happened where it was just not easy to get a hold of to watch. So only ever got to watch that in kind of more recent years. Got to finish this series. Pretty interesting. Would have loved to have it as a kid to watch, but I just never found it. I don't think there was a way for me to really get it, unless you were maybe in those circles of VHS tape trading or something like that. Pretty fun. And then I have a video showing some of the toys that I would have got of this time of release. Some Godzilla toys. I'll put that video here. You'll see it. And to finish out the series, Godzilla vs. Destroya. This is the big ending for that series. They didn't do any more sequels of this timeline or this Godzilla specifically, so that was the big finale. Another one that I just saw pictures of and dreamed of what it could look like, and never got to see it until very recently. I think finishing the movie series, watching them all the way through, is what kind of triggered me into getting these. Make sure I had the representation of the posters and all my other movie collection poster magnets. pretty great movie series for Godzilla. If you think the older ones are just kind of too old and slow for you, then this is the series I would say watch if you want to kind of know of some of the main monsters in the Godzilla universe. They're still very watchable movies. Just take in mind they are, 80s, 90s movies, but pretty good work with effects and all that. I mean, you can even watch the English voiceover ones if it's easier, then it's perfectly fine. They're fine for me. I think they're alright. Crazy super fans will tell you, only watch the Japanese. Well, it's just easier if you listen to the English if you're just getting into it. If you're a super fan, then listen to the Japanese ones, it's fine. I'd say it's easier for somebody to start getting into it if they can just listen to the English dub-over versions. My take. Bonus! Super Mario Brothers movie. It's kind of hard to get a high quality image of this poster, so this is technically the German one if you look at some of the smaller taglines and things, but the image is the same as the main movie poster release. I really like this take on the Mario movie. It's so weird. It's like a post-apocalyptic, crazy, alternate reality, like dinosaur people. I don't know what people were expecting, just the cartoon, but the movie, or I don't know what they were wanting. Everybody just complained, that's not Mario, but it was like a cool, crazy movie, and it was just like inspired by Mario, like lore. It's just so funny. And the sets are awesome, and it's like tons of practical effects with some kind of morphing things, but like for the time period, if you're interested in that time period of movies, it's like, I really like it. And then the actors I really like the combination there. It's just, and you got Dennis Hopper, fun movie. Give it a shot again. Don't be a Super Mario hater. Don't hate plumbers. They're plumbers, alright? It's a movie about plumbers. If that doesn't interest you, then I don't know what would. Alrighty, lot of reptilian lizards and green going on with this collection. I don't know what came over me, but it's the Ninja Turtle movie. Man, these are all like 90s. I guess you can tell when I was, what years my childhood was by if you judge a lot of these, not that I got to see the Godzillas all that early, but yeah, this was like an amazing take off of like the original Ninja Turtle comic books, so that's why it was kind of like gritty. Like I almost kind of didn't like it in parts as a kid, just because it just got so serious and like depressing. But man, watching it now, it's like pretty amazing that you have big goofy turtle characters and they're just interesting movie with, a lot of character and stuff going on. It's a good one. And so for collection's sake, of course, I needed to get the Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. A little more kid-friendly version in a sense, which is kind of a downfall of watching it now, but definitely as a kid it was more fun, and then you had kind of the mutant enemies to deal with, so that made it more interesting as a kid, but kind of losing some of its fun and watching it as an adult with this portion, but still a classic one to watch just from that time period. And then, for some mysterious reason, I got Ninja Turtles 3, and you'd think it would be an interesting concept with the Japan link, but this one doesn't hold that much of a candle to me. I don't think I got to see it very much as a kid. We never had the tape to watch at home, and I didn't see it on TV all that often. Not a lot of nostalgia holding this one up, and then when you watch it now, it isn't all that great either. But it is part of that series, so I feel like I don't like to forsake sequels and series that I really like, some of the movies on. It just kind of need to acknowledge them in some way, so for the display it's kind of cool that I have the trilogy, even if this isn't really my favorite to rewatch, but pretty cool. So yeah, that was a great lot of posters to add, especially the main course of that is the PC era Godzilla movies, every movie poster. I just kind of went with the ones I wanted. Most of them are the Japanese, and then I did just kind of like the US style poster for the first one, so that's just my choice what to get. I'll link where I get these in the description if you're interested in possibly purchasing these. I think they're really well done, and I really like to get them for my theater set here for when I'm opening, movie related products and talking about different time periods of toys and merchandise and things. Good edition.